Oh, it's been one of them days, y'all. So this top bunk is once again cleared off. You guys never even saw Student 10. Student 10 did not want to be on the video, but he didn't want to be on YouTube. And I've had some people ask me, so what if somebody doesn't want to be on YouTube? Well, it's like they never even happened. But Student 10 is done. Um, I'm over here at IHOP. I'm going to eat at around, I think it's like 0300. I got a load that's leaving, or that's the 3 hours sooner. So I'm going to eat a little bit, and then I'm going to take a little nap. And I got like an 800-mile run to go do. But I'm on paper. So my computer is completely dead. How do I know that it will not function no matter what I do? Well, there's the computer. And it's not plugged up. So, let's see, ain't plugged up. And there it says Qualcomm. I've had some people say I say it very terrible. Hey Andy, what's up? So, yeah, the computer and the truck's no good. So last night I ended up going on paper, and today I'll be running on paper tonight. Probably a good part tomorrow before they'll get the new one in. Not saying I'm complaining about running paper. If I run legal, I'll run legal. Just being on paper, I don't know. But yeah, I'll be on paper for a day or two. Let me turn this light off. Okay, so there is a switch here, and then there's a switch on the dash. But if you use the one that's on the dash, and then you use this one, they get like off balance. I wish it was like a resettable switch. Like when you used it, it goes back into the same position, but it doesn't do that. And it's something you guys did. It doesn't really matter. Hey, Little Viper and King. Got student number 10 done. I was just saying how my Qualcomm for my e-logs is dead. I'm at IHOP right now. I'm about to go inside and grab something to eat. I just thought I'd start the live video out here. Let me turn this truck off because fuel savings, right? Oh crap! I need to put this phone down for a second so I can get my jacket. It is 40 some odd degrees out here in Texas, and for Texas, that's cold. Now, for my friends who are up north, I feel bad for y'all. Because, man, it is cold up there. I'm happy I'm not running in Texas. I mean, New York anymore. Oh, hey. My student number 10 gave me this bag. It says sheriff on it. So I'm going to get impersonating a police officer charged sooner or later. No, not really, y'all. But I'm an avid shooter, so I'm actually going to use this. That was pretty cool that he gave it to me. He said he didn't need it, so he gave it to me. Let's get my hat on. Yo, my hair lately has been acting like a fool. I need to go get it trimmed or something. Alright. This leather jacket, y'all. I love leather. 1, 2. This jacket has... I've had this jacket for freaking ever, dude. Yeah, Andy, you keep that snow. And 5 inches is what she said. Actually, they tend to like a little bit more than 5. So. Oh! It looks backwards, but it's not backwards. It's on there right. See? If I go like that, see? Yeah. Subscribe. You guys are my subscribers, so that's pretty. Damn it, my wallet. I leave my wallet inside the truck. And of course, every time I get out of the truck and it's time to go eat, I forget it. Now, I forgot one time I ate all my food and I forgot it out in the truck. Man, they thought I was trying to run out on it when I told them, I forgot my wallet in my truck. They're like, yeah, right. Where's your truck? It's parked over there. They're like, Yeah, right. Why'd you park way over there? Oh, I drive a semi. Ew. I'm doing pretty good. Truck's doing pretty good, except for the fact that the quadcom is not functioning. So they got to put a new one in there. All right, let's do this. Subscribe. I need to get one on the other side. I just haven't done it yet. All right. You know, IHOP should start paying me for all the videos I do for them, you know? I end up eating here a lot. I end up live recording a lot because I get really good sell here. And then you guys just watch me eat IHOP. I should get paid for that. I'll think right. Alright. Let me get in here. See? IHOP. Woohoo! Hello. All right. Hi. Hello. Here's just one. Yes, ma'am.
Your table booth.
Booth is fine. Lemon water.
Lemon water?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm in Temple, Texas right now. Over on the IHOP that's right by 35E. No, it's not 35E, just 35. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Try to set you guys up. Oh, that works. Yes, please.
Yeah, I think she's figuring out all those organs she has right now.
All right. What are some of the questions? Oh, there is none. All right. So, on my pickup truck, I got a mechanic, local mechanic, at the Swift terminal at the Walmart. It was supposed to be a Lancaster guy. He decided to bail out. So now I got a mechanic guy in Temple. He's going to work on it. I should have been calling on the parts for that today. I was kind of tired. Yeah. Oh, really, Andy? That's oh yeah, you got that ticket. I remember you and me were talking about that. I hope you got that taken care of. Yeah. So I know somebody's going to ask. I'm just going to do that. So, student number 11, because I just got done doing student number 10. Student 10 only needed 50 hours. Student number 11 is going to be a 200-hour student. He's going to be getting on my truck probably sometime next week. He's going to orientation this Monday. Yeah, I'm just going to do this.
I was going to say, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a small YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so people are actually watching me right now. I have no idea
that's
why.
sweet. Okay, cool.
I'm just going to do that exactly like that, but the bacon little wilty, please.
Bacon well done?
No, wilty.
Oh, wilted light.
Yes.
Okay. And you want plated eggs.
That's just like that.
Just like, oh, you want it just like that. Okay, I got you.
Makes it easy.
Okay, have fun.
Always. That was interesting. Yes, student number 11 will be getting in my truck sometime next week. I'm gonna run for a few days, and I'm gonna run home, be home for a few days, and then go back out. So it's gonna be this December. Last week I made like $2,700 gross. This week is going to be probably the 1,500. So, and next week is probably gonna be right around the 1,500, give or take. But I think this month I should be close to 9,000, 10,000, which won't be too bad. Yeah, King, that's a valid point. You got to be very careful with some of these mentors out here. If you get a video of a mentor, or like the video that I did talking about the mentor program, if you get one that is really kind of crappy, change out. My students, generally speaking, they're going to get like probably a good 20 backs in their first week. Yeah, talk to Veronica. She coming from my YouTube channel, and that will help. Money for it. So that's a benefit for me. Yeah, if you get somebody like me, it will definitely change. Here's the thing with Swift. Okay, I found there's a lot of people they'll get on with Swift. They get a really crappy mentor. They get upset and they go to another company. They go work for other companies, and they say a lot about Swift. There's some people, they get a bad mentor, they stay with Swift for a couple months, then they leave, they go to another company, and they come back to Swift. Because Swift is actually not a bad company. And I know I'm going to get some flack for saying that. But, Swift has always taken care of me. Either it was me getting the miles I needed to get, making the money I needed to make, really any of that. So when it comes to Swift, in that sense, I gotta really say, Swift has taken care of me. Now, some people have a bad experience. My experience in Swift has been actually very, very good. Today, I don't know about y'all, but today is one of those days. I just feel kind of slow. I'm probably going to throw my GoPro on my head tonight, do some backing up videos in the dark. Might do a drive along video. I'm probably going to do some video recording tonight. I haven't really done a whole lot, so when I get back in my truck, I need to put my GoPro on the cord, so charge up. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, I remember you, Miss Watson. I have a student that's on his way down here. He'll be here in about a week or so, or he'll be here sometime next week. If you only need 50 hours, I wouldn't have a problem in being your mentor. But I have a waiting list. I have people that have been waiting to be on my truck. It'd only be fair. I mean, wouldn't it be fair if I jumped you in? Now, if you want to try to wait until in January, I have a open spot in January as of right now. The person that was planning for January, Swift basically said he had to go out with a mentor. Um, he kind of got the short end of the stick. He didn't go through Veronica. He went through somebody else, and it didn't go very great. So, call Veronica. All right. If you want to try to get on my truck, or you don't want, a recruiter, driver people pushing you around, Veronica. I'm telling you. Zach, veterans, they'll put you through school for free. There's no cost. I think they do kind of expedite it a little bit, or the process, or that's what I was told by somebody else. I mean, I don't know. It is JJJ. I'll answer you here in a second. Veronica is a recruiter. But Swift, when it comes to veteran drivers, they're very good. Swift is good with all drivers. Don't think you have a problem with Swift. They get you home you want to get home. You get the miles you want to get, and all that kind of good stuff. JJJ, it's 50 to 100 hours if you're coming with prior experience. But you haven't been driving for a couple months. If you're coming to Swift right out of school, it's 200 hours. So if you're coming with prior experience, it's 50. If you don't have any experience, it's only school. Then it's going to be the 200 hours. It's actually 2 to 300, but all my students have been able to upgrade at 200 hours. But for some of the guys, it can take up to 300 for the slow learners. But the way I teach, I think that my students learn very, very quickly. Oh, that sucks. My truck can get dirty at times, but thank you.
You're very welcome.
My truck can get dirty at times, but I try to keep it fairly clean. So I feel bad for you if you got a truck that's all dirty and crap. Zach, if you have experience but you want to do 200 hours, that is very possible. You just let Swift know you want to go for out. They'll put you out for 50 to 100 hours. But if you tell your driver manager, hey, you want to go out for 200, you want more time, or whatever, trust me, there's nobody in Swift that will rush you and say, no, you can't do that. So that won't be a problem. You can easily do that without a problem. Hey, Dennis. JJJ, that's going to be something where you have to talk to to Veronica. There's a few factors in that. Did you go through Swift school? Are you coming in from? Are you going to do a dedicated account, or are you doing OTR? It's not just a simple this is what it is. Hey, Ruthless. So, I can't just say it's blank cents per mile. You really got to talk to on that one. I can tell you my experience level, which is a year, coming up on 2 years. 49 cents a mile, plus my 5 platinum bonus. So I'm at 54 cents for every mile I drive, for every mile my student drives. That's how that works. Damn, dude, Watson, I feel bad for you. That's sad. JJJ, I don't think so. You can go to a third-party school and pay cash that way, but yes, Zach, they do have. I get a quarterly bonus, and that quarterly bonus is between $1,000 to $2,500. It's based on how many miles I drove. Plus, I get my mentor bonus. I get student bonuses. You know, when they go platinum, which almost all my students have, I get another $1,000. All right, y'all. I'm gonna eat. I don't want food getting too cold. So sorry if I'm eating and I'm trying to answer some of y'all's questions. And I might get a little behind. Scene? Awesome. Welcome to Main Island, or not Main Island. Oh my God. Main continental U.S. How are you liking the scenery? I bet it's a little bit different from Hawaii. Main Island. Wow. I sound smart, don't I? Oh, that was a beautiful view. Yeah. Big Island of America. I like that. You know, sorry. I was really stuck on where I wanted to eat today. There's this little Mexican place. Excellent food. But I've eaten there like 2 times in a row. Then there's Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn Steakhouse. I like eating at both those places.
Okay.
And then IHOP. And then there's Chili's, but I didn't feel like Chili's. I was really thinking between steak or IHOP. I ended up picking IHOP. Because you know what? If you're not dying for a steak, why buy a steak? I'd rather wait until I really kind of want a steak bad. I think you get more out of it. Eggs and pancake are always a winner. Oh, I hope she comes to get me more water soon. I was driving through Flagstaff right now. Yeah, Flagstaff is actually a really nice area. As you're going up 17, that's where my transmission blew up. Back when I was first starting with Swift. If you go back to my earlier videos, you'll see. Yeah, when I first started with Swift, it was not all that great. But, I made it work. Yeah, IHOP does have the best pancakes. Dennis, I'm in Temple, Texas right now. I'm over by the Walmart DC. So, yeah, I'm in Texas. Zach, I'll train students in any city, any state. Student number 11 actually coming from the Northwest, like far Northwest. So yeah, I'll take anybody from anywhere. I'm in Temple, Texas. Over the IHOP. That's right by 35. I might make it to where I go to a certain restaurant at a certain time. So if anybody's in the area, they come out and eat dinner with me. That'd be kind of interesting. Hey, clever username. I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo, Texas is a nice place. I've been there quite a few times. Oh, perfect. Can you give me a little bit more lemon? I used it all. Y'all, lemon water. I freaking love it. Sorry, that thing was moving around a little bit. Dude, that 70-ounce steak is a serious business. Delicious, but I couldn't finish it. Zach, if you get on my truck, I live, drive, and work in Texas only, doing the Walmart. We don't get snow and ice down here. Very, very rarely. If we got snow and ice, it's only going to be a short period of time before it dries out. But I drove on top of ice. And here's the amazing thing with driving on ice, guys. And I know I'm going to have some super trucker saying, you never drive on ice. Everybody in the IHOP is watching me, by the way. I look like I'm talking to my phone, which I am. But, okay. Y'all can't see him, but I can. There's like a kid across the room. He's just like... I wish I could show y'all. I'm not going to show somebody's kid, but this kid is just watching me. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, as I was saying, driving on ice. I've driven on a sheet of ice and, like, ice. Driving on ice, when it's fresh, and it hasn't been scraped, it hasn't been salted, it hasn't been anything. Like, it's fallen. Okay, let's try that again. So when ice is falling from the sky, and it's coming down fresh, okay, and it's not been scraped, it hasn't been salted, it hasn't been anything like that, it's actually quite easy to drive on. It's when they salt it during the day, okay, and the ice melts, and then that night it refreezes. Because when it freezes, there's not all these little bumps and ridges and everything else that gives you traction. It's just dead flat smooth. And when ice is really smooth, it's really slippery. You know, if you get, ice that's all like, it's very, very easy to drive on. And that is when snow is freshly, okay? When it's been scraped and salted and then it refreezes, that's dangerous. So the colder it is, the better it is. Trust me. With the duck. New Mexico from Carolina? Oh, California. I did that run quite a few times. Zach, in school, you can ask me all the questions you want. Don't worry about bothering me. Trust me. I started a live video. I know y'all are watching, and I know y'all are going to ask me questions. I'm perfectly cool with that. Like my students, I say don't worry about asking me stuff. In school, they're going to teach you on a standard transmission. If you get on my truck, it's an automatic. I don't train on a standard, partly because I do have a back injury, and if I had to drive a standard all day, it will really mess up my back. So that's why I personally drive an automatic. These automatics, though, are actually really quite nice. They shift good. Downhill, they're great. I have no real major complaints about the automatics. I really don't. Jay, I didn't go through the school, so I can't help you with the school stuff. I think they train or they teach you, and they test you out in a standard. And then if your mentor has an automatic or a standard, depends on, well, if you're driving a standard and automatic. I think Swift automatically teaches everybody a standard. Y'all, look, I was about to go. That's not my water. I don't know if y'all thought that was funny, but I'm sitting there like looking at y'all. I'm like, let me get a drink. I'm like, handle. I didn't get coffee. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, hey, welcome. And, oh, you're good. Now, my personal truck or my semi-truck, which one? Because they're both having problems. The story of my life. Any truck I get has problems. My truck still isn't fixed yet. I took the door panel off, and I was gonna, put a new window regulator in there, change out the locking mechanism and all that. But when I took that door panel off, I stood there, I looked at it, and I said, "Fuck that! I don't want to do it." So I got somebody else that's gonna put a new regulator, door pieces on there. I got the ignition all fixed, so the truck's running and driving. It's running and driving now. The battery cables in the truck are trashed. They're the original cables from when the truck was brand new. Okay, so it's an 06 model. It's 2018, going to 2019 here soon. Those are some old ass cables. So I'm gonna rewire the truck. Not rewire, but change out the battery wires. No, ruthless. Truck doors are not cheap. That and then trying to match the paint color and everything else. Nah. I want the original door that was on my truck originally. That's just the way I am. I'd rather spend money to have original parts, kind of. But ignition's all put back together. I didn't get the plastics yet, so the plastic parts are not on there, so it looks kind of nasty. There's a few things still broken on the ignition, but it's not real super important. I will be fixing it, but thank you. I will be getting to that, and I gotta go to pick and pull lot try to find a good set of plastic to do the steering column. JJJ, I would do that video talking bring. I've talked about it in a few of my other videos. I made a video specifically just on that. I will do that. I've been wanting to do that. I just haven't. Yes, I will be doing. One is an SUV. The other one is a car. I'm thinking that I'm going to give away both the car and the SUV. Now, these are not super nice vehicles, guys. They'll run and drive. And I'm going to get some work done on them. We're going to do the work on video, so you guys can see them getting done. One of them is a 98. It's either 98 or 99. It's an older car. Mercury Sable. It's actually a dead reliable type of car. If you guys actually go back on this channel, I re-uploaded some videos of me pulling out that motor. We pulled it out a few times. And we had to put a brand new transmission in that, torque converter, and we did a bunch of work on that car. That car needs a little work before I feel comfortable giving it away to somebody. So we're going to, yeah, the Sable and the Taurus are like the exact same. But yeah, we're going to be putting that car together a little bit, and then that car will be given away. It is a good running car. It has an exhaust issue. Mostly in the form of an exhaust leak. So we're going to put a new exhaust on it. He also has a ground wire issue. So I'm going to show you guys a trick on how to fix that. Quick, simple, and easy. It's an older car. We're not going to fix it right, but we're going to fix it. And it will work just fine. Trust me, it will. I was have a backyard mechanic, but my backyard is too small for me to try to be a backyard mechanic. It's more like a driveway mechanic. Actually, it's going to be a parking lot mechanic, because I'm going to be bringing the vehicle over to Swift, and I'm going to be working on it after. So I'm not even going to be a backyard mechanic or a driveway mechanic. I'm going to be a parking lot mechanic. Is that even a thing? That sounds like Jalupa. I've been there before. And I'll definitely hit you up on that if I ever end up that way. If you, John, if you have not been driving in a year, they're going to send you back out with a mentor between 50 to 200 hours. So there's not going to be any real testing until you get that, until you go out with somebody. So you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Zach, home time, depending on kind of what you're doing. Alright, y'all, I'm scrolling up, so it's going to take me a second to get everybody. But home time. Swift will get you home, you know, at least every 2 weeks. If you're doing OTR. If you're doing dedicated, you can get home every day. It just kind of depends on what account you're doing. If you're doing Walmart, and you're working by a Walmart account, you'll be home every night.
How are we doing over here? We're gonna get you lots of drinks.
So, that's one good thing about a Walmart.
Water? Do you guys know what you want to eat?
And you make pretty good at Walmart too. But yeah, home time, you're going to be gone for a week to 2 weeks if you're doing OTR. Sometimes it could be a little bit longer. But they try to get you home and get you taken care of.
Instead of what? Instead of regular bacon?
George, checking into the terminal for what? Just getting out with your mentor or what? If it's just arranging with your mentor, getting to where you go out with them, just call and you should be able to do all that over the phone. If you live close to the terminal, it won't hurt going in there. Talk to the other mentors that are there. And just kind of hang out a little bit. Talk to anybody and everybody. Just give you an insight of kind of what you're looking for, looking at, and what you're getting yourself into. But yeah, that's what I would say on that. All right. Ruthless. He's off my truck now. He was student number 9. I got student number 10. Student number 10 only needed 50 hours, and student number 10 is already done. He was prior experienced. He knew how to drive, and we got them miles knocked out, miles and hours knocked out pretty quick. So yeah, no, that student's
You just
done.
be up front whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you. And so yeah, no, my brother-in-law 9 is done, 10 is done. 10 got off my truck today. So yeah. That would help. Being a certified diesel tech would help you in some cases. Like if you're sitting on the side of the road and your truck's broke, you'd know kind of what would need to be done. You could self-diagnose that. Get in and out of the shops maybe a little bit quicker. But is it really going to help you in your driving, so to speak? Not so much, because you're not going to be able to carry all your tools. So it's not like you're going to have the ability to, fix your own truck every time. But if you have a few errors that pop up, basic stuff, I have fixed it myself because it's quicker. But that's on a, case by case type thing. I've heard some people doing Uber in some major areas doing really, really, really well. I have to give props for that. That could definitely be hard. I want more ice water. JJJ, to go platinum or gold or anything, it's based on your miles. And you have to have 100% on-time delivery to be platinum. It's like 99 point something percent to be platinum. 0 accidents.
Yeah, okay.
Can I get a little more water, please? So you basically have to top of your stuff, but not really all that difficult. You just kind of have to watch what you're doing. 311 hours, I can make about the same amount of money in about the same amount of time, but I can do that every day. I average when I'm team driving, and I got a student that's actually doing really good. I can average 500 a day, and I'm a company driver. I'm not on a rock, and I can average close to 500 a day. Sometimes over, but average 600, 500. The highest I can do is like 630 in a day, but average 500. I was driving about 8 months before, 7, 8 months, something like that, before I became a mentor. It was a little bit before I did. George, yeah, to just touch base with them. Yeah, just call them up. If you want to go down to the terminal, if you don't live all that far, you can definitely do that. I don't think it's all that crazy. DOT scales are not that big of a deal. You just pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, that was fun. With the scales, you just make sure that you're legal. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and generally you're not going to have a problem. Yeah, Zach, you could use me as a reference, but put me on there as the referral as well if you could. If you put me on as a referral, it helps my channel. Okay, when you do that and you go through the program with Swift, I'll get $500. So that just helps me, and for me to help grow my channel, and buy the gear that I need to be able to do these videos. I mean, I've spent a lot of money buying GoPros, computers, this, that, and everything else. And my phone bill's not cheap because I have to have unlimited LTE. I carry 2 phones just for the data part of it. And yeah, it's not cheap doing what I do, but I do it because it's fun. And you guys really do enjoy my content. And Ruthless, you got me laughing because I just read what you said. Want a pitcher of water. I drink a lot of water. I know it's healthy. When you get into a truck, you gotta try to cut out your soda. All right. So drinking lemon water or water, it's really good for your health. But that was pretty funny. You made me laugh. So props. Being a commercial driver, CDL, it's hard at first, but this job really does get easy. And you don't drive the same. Your driving does change a lot. I might do a video talking about that. But when I first started driving, my driving was not that good. I did a lot of really stupid stuff. When I became a truck driver, my driving completely changed, and I don't think I could ever drive like I used to. Zach, yeah, the trucks you probably would be using in the Swift school are going to be on the older side. When you get into a mentor's truck, it could be a brand new truck. I mean, he's just ripping off that plastic. I had one student, him and me, we ripped off the plastic in a truck. So you can get a brand new truck or you get an older truck. Swift, I mean, you never know what you're going to get until you get it. Oh yeah, if you're only 20 miles from the terminal, go down there. Go up there, talk to driver development. Go down to the driver's lounge, talk to other drivers, kind of get an idea about what the other people are doing. Talk to OTR guys. Maybe talk to some dedicated accounts in your area. Just go in there, be friendly. And in that way, you could look at possibly doing OTR or a dedicated or maybe regional. You kind of talk to them, find out what you want. They can give you whatever trucks that they got. Some of my students, they have actually, when they upgraded, they got a brand new truck. Swift doesn't go on, if you're brand new, if you get a new truck or not. They just kind of go off of what they got available at that terminal at that time. So yeah, you could get a brand new truck. I tell all my students, don't expect a brand new truck. Expect that you're going to get a 2016, 2017 is what you're most likely going to get. Although there's really not that many 17s. It's a lot of 16s and an 18. They only bought a few trucks in the 17-year models. Hey Zach, thank you for watching. Me making these videos, I do it just for fun. There's people like you who come to my channel, ask some of these awesome questions, and the interaction that I enjoy that. And so I thank y'all, just Zach, but everybody here tonight, for watching my channel and having some of these great questions and conversations. I absolutely love that. I'd say a penny for my thought, but everybody trying to throw me a penny is only going to give me like 20 pennies because there's 20 people here. 20 pennies is not a lot, right? But you know what? When you're driving a truck, you're driving for pennies. Actually, I drive for 54 pennies a mile. It's kind of interesting when you think about it like that. People think like, "Oh, I'm working for blah 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 per hour," and when you first get in trucking, you're like, "Man, I could stop here, or I could drive a mile more down the road and make 54 more cents." Is it really worth? Okay, and let's actually talk about that. So if you're speeding, okay, let's say 5 miles over the speed limit, and you drive for 1 hour over the speed limit, and you're paid, let's just make easy numbers, 50 cents a mile. That means for that one whole hour, you only made 250 bucks. I mean, no, I wish it was 200. $2.50. But if you get pulled over and you're getting a ticket, that ticket is going to cost you a lot more than $2.50. So it's one of those things. Will you make more money? Yes. Is it worth that $2.50 an hour for you to get a ticket? Nah. So, just drive the speed limit. Or if you're getting tired, don't think, oh, let me drive 2 more miles. Or let me try to drive 5 more miles. Because you know what? That 2 more miles, that 5 more miles, it's only a couple dollars. If it's 2 miles, it's $1. If it's a couple miles, it might be $1.50. It ain't worth the risk. Yeah, the trucks are governed at 65 miles an hour. It's 63 on the pedal, 65 on cruise, and the max you're allowed to go is 68 miles an hour downhill. So yeah, you don't want to go over 68 miles an hour. So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, quite a bit of ass, push a lot of wind, make a little bit of money. Oh, JJJ. I'm gonna do a video called Mac 22. Delayed. Watch that video. I'll explain in super depth about Swift policy, about being late, and Mac 22, what Mac 22 is for, and a bunch of other stuff. I will do that video soon. But long story short, always drive safe, and if it means that you're going to be late, you do Mac 22. There's certain ways you can word things that you won't get a mark against you, and we'll talk about. I'll talk about more of those things in that one video, just because I could easily go on for like 10 minutes on that one subject, and that's kind of long for a live video feed, I think. So yeah. Yeah, Dollar Tree, fuck that. I ain't doing no Dollar Tree. Hell no. No, 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 no. When most of the accounts with Swift, it's zero touch. So every now and then you might get an OTR load where you gotta move or unload it. And the worst one I ever had to unload by hand was installation. Because, oh my god, that shit was itchy. And a shower was like 20 miles away. Zach, as Ruthless said, yes, there is a passenger policy. You're also allowed to have your pet on the truck. If you have a service animal, there's zero cost. If it's not a service animal and it's a pet, it has to be underneath, I think it's 50 pounds, 40 pounds, and it has to have all its medical stuff, rabies shots, and all that. For human passengers, you have to pay, I think it's like $15 or something a month for the insurance to cover. But it's a negligible amount. So yeah, you're most definitely allowed to have passengers on the truck and/or pets. Kids though, I think it's 11 or 12, something like that. They have to be that age or older. If they're young, I would say talk to your driver manager and see what from what. I don't know if they can do anything different or not. But you never know unless you ask, right? Yeah, I just did bite into a lemon. I like lemon. I like lemon. I really do. Most of the Swift freight is zero touch. I know tires and fiberglass installation. Sometimes on those you have to hand unload them. If you're doing like Dollar Tree or some dedicated accounts, you have to unload it yourself. But you know that ahead of time. But OTR wise, it's zero touch. You back up to a dock or you drop and hook. Andy, and that's going to be one of those things. I'm not going to be able to answer that. You're going to have to talk to Veronica or somebody else, not me. That's not something I can help you with. Anything else, I probably could. But I don't have any kids. Not yet, anyways. I was going to make a joke, but I'm going to skip on that. That joke was kind of inappropriate. Funny. Inappropriate. Saga, yes, you can. Call Veronica. And, holy shit. 8 kids? Hey, Zach, you know they make condoms, right? Damn. You must look at your wife and she just ends up being pregnant, right? Fuck. 8 kids. Holy crap. Do you buy food by the pallet? I mean, hell, you should get to Walmart and you could be like, Oh, you got an extra pallet? We'll take it. Damn. 8 kids. Swift does not give you TVs. If you want TV, you can put one in the truck yourself. Anyway, y'all are gonna follow me. I'm gonna go check out. $700 in groceries. Damn it, boy. So I got nothing. I got nothing on that. Just holy crap. I spend like $300 just for myself a month. 700. Oh man, that it's not bad, but holy crap, you guys spend. Yeah, Zach, I definitely understand, but I think you might want to look at, maybe getting a school bus job. I think you already know how to drive a school bus. They brought me another water. So I guess I'll sit back and relax a little bit. I got another water. I'm so happy about something like that. Ruthless, that's pretty funny. Jay, not really. The difference between platinum and gold is the amount of miles that you do in a week. Average, the amount of miles you do in a week. And between platinum and gold, to be platinum, you can't have any on-time failures. So you have to be on-time delivery, 100%. No accidents. And between gold or bronze, or I don't remember, it's like 2, 3, and 5 cents. So I think bronze is 1 cent, gold is 3 cents, and then platinum is 5 cents, and if you're diamond, it's 8 more cents, something like that. It's fairly easy to go platinum. Just drive, don't be late. Zach, you still got me stuttering. My mama had 6 kids. And holy crap, my mom had clown cars. We didn't have regular cars, we had clown cars. I mean, I don't know how we didn't all die, but hell, my mom had a short coupe. It was a 96 or 95 Mark 8. And back when I was younger, we would all pile in the back seat. I still don't know how we all fit, but we did. Hell. JJJ, if you are an owner operator, your insurance is like $3, $4 a month. If you are a company driver, there's no insurance you got to pay for. It's just you're a company driver. Veronica, her information is down below. It is in the description. Should be. Her email and her phone number is in the description. I think you're right on that picture. I'm already halfway through this one. How many glasses have I drank? Was someone keeping count? It was a few. Alright, I'm gonna call it 3. I feel like it was 3. I don't know. But, stay hydrated, right? All right, let me get out to the truck, and we'll continue with some of these questions. Hey, for my check. Now, actually, you know one thing, your waiters will love you when you get up. Put all your stuff right there, and you keep your stuff looking fairly clean. See? All right. Wow, dude. Number 91, alright. I'm sorry about the video lag, y'all. And JJ, appreciate the view. And if you have any other questions, I'm always available. You can also hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. We're on here. Having a good night?
Yes, I am. That's one spark. Okay, I didn't know you. I said, look, I didn't see. Okay, so 9:41. Okay, Allah, chip. Have a good night.
You too. Alright. Yo, I just gave that lady a really nice tip. She didn't even see it yet. I make really good money, and I like to give people really good tips. Especially if they took care of me. She was nice, she was friendly, she smiled a lot. You know what? You're gonna get a good tip from me. And I know somebody's gonna say something about that. Alright. Let's look at that. There's my truck. Yeah, I got a piece down there hanging. But you know, when you're looking up to your truck, you always pre-trip it. Alright. So, like, when I was back here, that little piece of plastic, it's hanging, but it's not touching the ground. So, that's legal. Then, you know, we can see our tires, our lights. Nothing looks to be hanging, broken, damaged, or anything. Especially after 10 students. It's kind of surprising. Fifth wheel looks like it's a little dry. You see a few of those dry spots there. A CLC Beats. This is private property. This IHOP, they know me. They like me. And I spend a lot of money here. So you know what? They don't give a fuck. I slept here all night one time. And I was like, hey, do you mind if I stay here until tomorrow tomorrow at some point? And they're like, nah. Go right on out there. If you need any coffee or anything, just let us know and stuff. And, you know, this IHOP, I like them. There's a few restaurants that I go to a lot because they do take care of me. And this is one of them. I just saw that request pop up there, Zach. I'll add you here in a minute. Alright. So, for anyone who has not seen the inside of my truck yet, because I have quite a few. Oh, hey, clever. Oh, you do follow me on APRS. I wonder how many people actually do that. There's my food, you know, whatnot. So, space requirements for truck driving. I had somebody, I know they asked me. So I was like, you know what? We'll spend 2 seconds and kind of just look at the truck while I take off my jacket. So, you know, movie magic. See? Movie magic. I don't have a jacket on anymore. Okay. You can see this is where I allow my students to put some stuff, and then up here, and then they got this bunk. So it's not a whole lot of space, but it is there. APRS. I'm a ham radio operator. My call sign is Kilo Golf 5, Kilo Bravo Quebec, or KG5 KBQ. APRS is a tracking system that some ham radio operators use, and I'm using it, and I broadcast my location. Now with APRS, you can actually see where I've been for like the last 7 days, and you can see me like swirling all over the map. So you go to aprs.fi, and it's gonna load up a Google Map page thing. And then you'll go over to the right hand side. There's like a search bar, and you'll type KG5 KBQ in there, okay, and push search. It's the one with the little truck symbol on it. I have a few different APRS ones that I use. That's the dash, signal ones. Just use the one that is updated the most recently, and that's me. All right. I had some freaking awesome barbecue not that long ago, but I'm always up for smoked barbecue, guys. Yes, Zach, you would provide your own fridge and microwave. I use the Coleman cooler. I really like the Coleman cooler. I don't really carry a microwave because, you know what? Everywhere I go has a microwave. So it's like, why should I buy a microwave? I'll use the microwave that's at the truck stop, or is at Walmart. So CLC, yes, I've had some students that didn't want to learn, and you know what, it's my job to teach you, and I'm going to teach you, and we're going to do it my way, not your way, my way. I'm an asshole that way. I'm not gonna listen to someone and say, well, I know what I'm doing because my granddaddy was a truck driver. And that was a real argument I had with somebody. Anyway, yeah, I have some students who think they're super truckers. I picked up from orientation. They haven't lasted long on my truck. Those students are the ones that have walked off because they think I'm a terrible trainer. You know what? I'm not crying about it. You want to walk off my truck? Have a good day. Ryan, sleeping in a top bunk. If you have the restraints, it's fine. That's the key thing. But it's mostly a safety thing. If you have somebody who's not paying attention and hits a bridge, if you're up on top, the likelihood of you being the squishy thingy with the bridge and some sheet metal is pretty likely. Squishy thingies is not fun. No, the top bunk is not tall enough for you to sit up. Actually, here, I'll show you. Let me climb my fat. Actually, my ass is not that fat. But, oh, actually, you can sit up. I say I'm sitting, and it is, for me, I got about that much room. And I'm sitting almost straight up, so palm width, I guess. So not too bad. I thought the roof was a little bit lower than that. It's been a while since I've been in the top bunk. Kevin, I think it might be. If it's not, I'll check, and I'll get that. I'll get that in there. I've not kicked not one student off my truck. If a student is still on my truck, I'm like, you know what? You still want to be trained, so I'm going to try to train that student to the best of my ability. So far, they've all gotten off my truck on their own free will. Biscuits, preach, please preach that. Some of them don't think so. They think they think they know what they're talking about. It's pretty funny. CLC, once you become, after you get off your mentor's truck, you can go solo driver. You don't have to share a truck with anybody. So yeah, you can kind of do your own thing. Being a mentor, though, is pretty interesting, though. It's still your truck. The student is a guest on your truck. So it's not like a team, and it's a little bit different. Hey, take it easy, George. Have a good one. And thank you for watching my videos. Biscuits, you'd be surprised how many people think that they do know if they know somebody that drives. JJJ, all new trucks, 18 and 19s, all have power inverters. Some of the 16s do, some of them don't. Swift start policy, and all new trucks are now coming with power inverters. I think it's 1900 watts. So you get a decent power supply out of them. And it's a pure Swan inverter for anyone who's wanting to know that. A pure Swan inverter is better than a modified Swan. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's not anything you need to worry about. You know what I'm talking about, you know why you'd want to know about that. Pure Swan inverter. It just means that, the wavelengths are like this, not thing. That's a modified Swan, where it's all square. Pure Swan is another type of modified is where you get multiple peaks up and then multiple peaks down to try to emulate a pure Swan, but it's not a pure Swan. Anyway, that's a lot more. That's me nerding out. Sorry, I nerd out sometimes. Zach, you know what? When you get on my truck, any mistakes you make, it's learning. Don't ever have to be worried about feeling embarrassed, asking me a question, or doing something stupid. I don't treat anybody stupid when they get on my truck. I teach them, hey, look, this is the way we do it, and this is why we do it. I explain everything, and I think I'm very straight up about it. But you should never feel embarrassed. It's a new career. There's a lot to learn. At truck stops, they make you pay for it. For the Wi-Fi. Loves, TA, all of them, you got to pay for your Wi-Fi. Now, I have T-Mobile. And with T-Mobile, I actually have really good data signal. So that's not a really big problem for me. RGE, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he's out of, but I know he's on the northeast, or no, northwest coast, though. So he's kind of up there. Yeah, Ruthless. I will definitely make students do something over and over and over again to make sure that they learned it, and learned it right, and learned it well. Yeah, Zach, I've seen some videos of military haulers hauling stuff overseas, or they're just driving in traffic, and when a car cuts them off, they're just like, well, dumbass, and they just start running people off the road. It's like, holy crap, y'all. But I guess, if you're in a war situation, you ain't got Now, I wish I could do that. I wish I could sit there and be like, traffic? What traffic? Oh, man. Yeah, if you've done military type hauling, man, you'll find that the civilian side, it is different. You can't go all hog wild. You can't go jumping curbs. Although, there's a few times where I've had to jump curbs, guys. But, you know, it is a little bit different, but not drastic. Or I don't think it'll be drastic. I was never in the military. I openings in January and another month. I don't remember what it is. I will have to look it up. Oh, okay. RGE. Interesting. All right. Would you kick? Nobody snores. Everybody's dreaming that they're a Jake break, right? So you ain't snoring. You're just a Jake break. I hear that sound all night. See, like, listen. That's a terrible rendition of a Jake break. But hopefully y'all got a good laugh out of that. Snore. Okay, look, y'all. If you snore, trust me, that's the least of the noises in the truck. I got a reefer unit that makes a humming noise all damn night. I got a truck motor that hums all damn night. A snore is not really going to be a problem. And then you also have the air compressor that kicks on, and that's like a chirp sound. It's actually on right now, but it's probably not getting picked up. You know, you kind of just get used to the sounds. Snoring don't bother me none. Damn, Zach, I bet that was interesting driving out there. I bet you got some stories. And thank you. Hey, everybody, let's take 1 second. They're in here, Zach. Yeah, let's all thank him for his military service. And any other military service member that's in here. You know, I want to personally reach out to y'all and say thank you for y'all's service. Service. It is very well appreciated. And yeah, thank you. So, everybody, you know, if you appreciate our service members, which hopefully everybody on my channel does, let's give a round of applause. Yes, Andy, I still have you booked for June. Oh, Natalie, I feel bad for you. My feet smell clean. You know, one way to keep your feet from smelling on a truck is wear fresh socks every day. Or wear Crocs. I wear Crocs so my feet actually don't get sweaty. So my feet actually stay reasonably dry. And it's easy for me to wash the Crocs out a lot. So I like to wear Crocs when I'm driving. And I know somebody's going to be like, yeah. Well, Biscuit, you should, one, give your cousin this YouTube channel. Tell him to subscribe and watch my channel. And then tell him thank you for his service. Driving a tanker in a military deployment area, I bet that could be nerve-wracking. I mean, you're literally hauling a liquid explosive that, oh, hell. I mean, there's enough crazy people here in America that make them things explode. I could only imagine in a military environment where people are actively trying to make those things explode. That's just not very cool. To book training with me, you'll call Veronica, get the information started, and then you'll contact me on either Facebook or Instagram or something, and then we pick out a month. And then we plan ahead for it. That's how you get me. I see. I was just talking about the fuel part of it, Soggy, before I got to the before I got to that part. Zach, my butt would be really tight for sure. Oops. I hit the wrong button. That biscuit button, man, I'm telling you, it's in a really bad spot. I've hit it a few times by accident. Went right by the truck. Damn. I bet that was not very fun. Your farts smell like a new car. Bottle that shit. Sell that shit. You can make some money on that. Be like, hey, your car stinks. Let me eat some beans and I'll sit in your car for a little bit. It'll smell like a new car. Yeah, yeah, it's just yeah, if you're smarts. Oh my god. I sound like an idiot sometimes. Smarts. Yeah. Anyway, man, I gotta drive late tonight. It's gonna be about midnight when I'm gonna get started. It's gonna be fun. Laughing for my see. All right, you guys want to hear something that's kind of interesting? All right, so my spelling, y'all, my spelling does absolutely sucks ass. I suck at spelling. I was never good at spelling. And my mama one time, she was like, "Man, how do you spell so good sometimes? You give your spell checker a workout?" I'm like, "No, mama, I don't work out my spell checker. I just verify that it's still working. I'm the guy who improves the spell checker. You know, when Google says, hey, can we use your, you know, your history and whatnot to improve our services and stuff? I go, yeah. And guess what? I'm the reason why that y'all spell checker works right. I find all the areas where the spell checker goes, wait, what the fuck are you trying to say? And I explain what I'm trying to say, and it goes, oh, okay, so that's how people misspell it. That face looks really creepy. So yeah, I'm the reason why spell checker works right. I test out spell checkers very well. Yeah, when it comes to numbers, I'm really good with numbers. I'll find how to capitalize on numbers and how to make money. That is one area that I'm really good at, and proud to say that. Oh yeah, holding that phone, man, it was starting to get a little heavy, so let me get my phone plugged in. And there. That was an awesome rant. Awesome. Guys, this is the closest I would ever look like I'm in jail. Will anybody bail me out? Or Johnny's here. Okay, for anybody who's been watching my video that long, y'all deserve that joke. Johnny. I'll get that out y'all's way. Oh man. Yeah, Zach, Swift will take you on. Swift takes on a lot of people, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. I like Swift, and my phone is slowly sliding down to one way. It's like doing the moonwalk. It's still moving. Stop moving! I don't have anything to put there to make it stop moving. Oh, let me put this here. Okay. Go like that. There! My phone was doing the moonwalk across the, where I was putting it. It was like... so, yeah. Biscuits, the test, come on. The test part of it is really, 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 really simple. It's nothing to be worried about. It is what it is. The testing's not that big. JJJ, again, that's not something I can answer. The only criminal background that I had before I joined Swift was a public intox case. It was dismissed ultimately, and I got that public intox shortly after my father had passed away. I found that I made a mistake, and I was at a bar with a friend, and I started thinking about my dad, and I tried to drink him out of my mind. I definitely did drink him out of my mind. Yeah, that mugshot. I'm just happy it did not make the internet, because, yeah. Anyway, the case was dismissed, but Swift did know about it ahead of time. Swift didn't see a problem with it. They just asked me what the circumstances were, and when I told them, they basically said, okay, we understand that. They'd asked me if I had a drinking problem. I said absolutely not. And so when I first got hired on with Swift, they had a few random drug tests where alcohol was also tested as well, and I was able to pass all those without any problems because I do not have an alcohol problem. I had a really bad night one night where I was thinking about my dad. You know, for some of the people that haven't been on my channel all that long, you know, the quick backstory about my dad had cancer. And just before he had gotten cancer, I'd suffered a spinal cord injury in 2014. And with my spinal injury, I had to go through 5 operations on my lower spine. And my back was really, really fucked up. And my dad took time off from work, and he took care of me. You know, he took me to the doctor. My dad was really good, and he wasn't. You know, and that's the funny thing. He was not even my real dad. You know, he was my stepdad. I don't know who my real father was. You know, my mother was raped, and I got here. So I mean, that's how I got here. But my dad, I never knew that until I was like 16 years old. But my dad never treated me as anything different than one of his kids. And yeah, so when I had my back injury, my dad took a lot of time off from work. And he was a lot of my motivation. You know, he helped me a lot. And went through several operations with my back. And he had to help like almost carry me sometimes because my back was so bad. My dad was there though. My dad was definitely there. And then I remember when he was diagnosed with cancer. I had a business, guys. Good money. Back before my back got hurt and everything else. I sold everything. I went broke. Whew. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's maybe a little bit of a backstory that you guys didn't know. Thank you. Yeah, Zach, you know, a parent doesn't have to be your biological parent. A parent, in my book, is the person that's going to be there for you and is going to take care of you and treat you as their child. They don't have to be your biological. And yeah, unicorns do exist. Have you not watched Kim Jong-un? He's found a unicorn liar, right? And he never takes a shit. No wonder why he's so full of it. Yeah, I don't want to out the person. But I will say it is a person that is watching this video right now. They just recently lost their mother. So, you know, losing a parent, or the person that was always your rock, is one of the hardest things you would ever do. Somebody's having to go through some of that right now, and I feel for them. You know, my dad passed away almost 2-something years ago now. And when I get thinking about him, they definitely get me crying. Anyway. Oh, fuck. Where's the tissue when you need one, right? My nose is all going now. Oh. Dang, you know, y'all that really hold in here for these long videos, you guys really learn more about me than some of the people that only watch 5 minutes of my video. So I have to give you guys props for that. 11 years, damn it. Now, I wish I could say that my dad and my mom would be around forever. But we all know science hasn't gotten that far yet. Yeah, that's true, Zach. That's true. Man, I'm still thinking about my dad. Not as much as I was a minute ago, but still a little bit. Yeah, blood definitely don't make you family. I got some people that I call family. And they're not blood. Damn, Andy, my dad was cremated. So, and the hospital was really fucked up. That'd be another day, another conversation. I kind of want to try to not think about that. I was actually there for my dad just before he died. I ended up having to make the final decision to stop resuscitating, or do not resuscitate. My mama couldn't do it. My mom she looked at me and she wanted me to make the answer. My dad was looking at me too. It was hard. Now let's throw up. Yeah, I definitely agree, Andy. Let's move on. Actually, I think that might be. I don't know. What time is it, y'all? It is 18:50. All right. I got a couple hours before I'll be driving, but yeah. It's like 18:50, so 5 hours. That's long enough for me to get a little cat nap in. Hey, you know what? I love me some good chili. You get some Frito chips. You put them on the bottom. You take yourself some good old Texas style chili. You put that on top with some cheddar cheese. Oh hell yeah! Got yourself a little bowl of heaven there. Now, I probably sounded really Texan there. Shit. Brown stains on wind. Yeah. You know what? I've seen some crazy shit, but have not seen a flying turd yet. And in that terms, I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't seen one yet. All I know is, man, if I'm going down the road and a log hits my truck, I don't know about anyone else, but you know what? I'm just going to say, you know what? It's a really shitty day, and I'm just going to go home. And if they ask me why, I'm just going to be like, dude, how much more of a clue you need in a day that your day just gone to shit than when one hits your fucking windshield? You know what? I ain't going to tempt fate. You know what? Nah. I'll go home. If you have a health certificate already, DOT card, no, you don't have to do another one at orientation. There's no reason to, so you'll be fine. What happens if you get the squirts, dude? You hold on to it, really. I mean, worst case scenario, if you can't get to a bathroom, does a bear shit in the woods? It is what it is. Andy, I'm glad I make your day with these. These live videos, I mean, I literally start them and I have zero idea what the topic is going to be, because, you know, I kind of allow you guys to kind of drift the topics. And so, yeah. If you don't have your DOT physical at orientation, yes, they will do one for you for free. And some people have buckets and trucks. I have a bucket that I use for cleaning, but I mean, if I was sick, and I couldn't go home, you know, a Walmart bag, sometimes you got to try to make do with what you got. But you know what? I've never had to do that. I've always been able to hold it and get to the bathroom. You know, when I'm feeling like that, I don't drive. You know, I'll stay by the terminal. You know, I'll sleep. You know, I'm not going to be driving it if I'm sick like that, guys. So yeah. You have to have your CDL. If you don't have your CDL and you don't have a permit or medical or anything like that, then you're probably going to go to Swift school. If you're going to a Swift school, then they're going to do all that for you. You're not going to have to, you know, pay to have any of that done. So if you're going to a Swift school, they're going to do all that before your orientation. If you go and get your CDL before, well, you're going to have to get your health, you know, your permit, your health, all that already done before you go to orientation. You'll be a full-fledged CDL driver at that point. Now, the Swift training in school, okay, school training, is not to make you a truck driver. That is simply to get you your license. That's it. It is the bare minimum of what you need to know. It's when you get a mentor, that mentor is going to be the one that teaches you how to be a truck driver, okay, and teach you everything you need to know. So if you're going to Swift school, it's just so you can learn the bare basics of what you need to know so you can pass the test. That's it. So if you're coming into truck driving with zero experience, even if you go and you get the license on your own, there's one, if any company hires you and doesn't put you in a training program, don't work for them. Okay? You're going to want to go out with a company that's going to put you out with a trainer and pay you. So you have time to learn the real world, how to really do something. Because driving in a parking lot around a traffic cone, one, go to any dock and point out where they have traffic cones. They're not there. And I kind of made a half joke, you know, if I go back to OTR, I'll buy like a bunch of little traffic cones and then set them up, you know, before I make my back. And that way everybody thinks that, you know, like I'm just a stupid Swift driver and I need a traffic cone to be able to back up. And when I'm backing up, I take out like all the cones. Make everybody really freak out like I'm about to crash into all their trucks. I was joking about that with one once. That was hilarious. You know, you just buy like a bunch of little cheap traffic cones. Yeah. I've come up with some awesome skits I would love to do. I just haven't done them yet. That is the really good, Zach, that's the one really good thing about Swift. Swift is a training company, you know, so they'll train you on how to be a truck driver, how to do everything you need to know how to do. Some of these smaller companies, they'll be like, oh, you got a CDL? Zero experience? Oh, that's fine. We'll give you a brand new truck. And, you know, you might be okay. You might be a natural at it. But you could also make a really basic fundamental mistake, like going downhill and not knowing, like in the Freightliner, the truck would automatically retard you if you have cruise control on going downhill. The cruise control will hold you. In a KW, it doesn't do that. So if you're not paying attention and you don't know what's going on, you could find yourself going downhill in a KW doing 90 miles an hour. Well, if you're doing 90 miles an hour down a hill, you ain't stopping. Okay? You already went past that line to stop. Swift, it is between 200 to 300 hours. So you can go out with a mentor for up to 6 weeks. But most times it's only 200 hours. What food card? There's not really a food card. When you get hired on and you go with your mentor, you can get a cash advance. But I don't recommend doing that. I recommend using a credit card and pay the credit card off each month. That way you get the points of the credit card and everything else. Exactly what our RGE said. Even if you got your CDL and your health and all this other stuff, if you're not coming with prior experience that's recent, they're going to send you out with a mentor. Or send you to school. It's going to be one or the other. Yeah. No, the fuel doesn't come out of JJJ. I'm just going to call you Triple J, or just J for short. The fuel doesn't come out of my pocket at all. I'm a company driver. So I don't pay for my diesel at all. Thankfully I don't. My truck takes about $400 to $500 worth of diesel to run a day when I'm running teams. If I'm running solo, it's about $250, $300 a day. No, Swift only pays for food when you're in the hotel, i.e., where the hotel breakfast that they give you. Other than that, Swift doesn't buy you food. Your 3 days of orientation, they will. I almost forgot about that. Your 3 days of orientation, they'll give you food. Other than that, you're on your own. That's cool. Those are my initials. Yeah, I kind of figured those were your initials. I didn't think you sneezed on the keyboard while you were making your ID. Just because you didn't have like 4 9s in there and a couple 3s. So I didn't think you sneezed. I was pretty sure those were your initials. I was not trying to be rude. I was making a joke. You know, some of my jokes are kind of dry, I know. But you know what? Sometimes a good dry champagne is nice, right? I think he was born 83 too. Because if he was born in 19, holy crap. You know, 1919, August 3rd. Fuck, dude. 600, it might be a little high. Oh no, if you're leaving for school, 600 is probably right where you need to be at. The 600 will get you through school, will get you through like 2 weeks of, you know, your mentoring program, and you'll have money so you're not stressing. So if you needed to get some shoes, or you needed to get some of this or some of that or whatever, you'd have the money to. You could probably make it with 400. My average food cost is about $13 to $14 a day. So I mean, I can cut it down to about $10 a day if I really wanted to. But I eat good. You know, I like to go and get steaks. I like to drink a lot of lemon water. So, yeah, 400. You can make it work with 400. But 6 would be fine. 6 would be nice. Steve, I hope you're going to get a good mentor. If you don't have a good mentor, go back, watch my video talking about, you know, if you have a good mentor or a bad mentor. I watched that video very, very carefully. And yeah, just go from there. Andy, I have zero idea. I didn't go through school, so I don't have no idea. If you're a big guy, eating fresh veggies and whatnot would be good. That's the one thing I like about doing Walmart. I can get in to Walmart every day and, you know, buy, you know, fresh food and all that kind of good stuff. All right. I guess you do not need steel toe boots or steel toe shoes for school. So, yeah. Ah, nice. So you're going to get somebody that... Well, actually, hold on, Steve. Somebody having 20 years of experience doesn't mean that they're going to be a good mentor. I have less than 2 years worth of experience, and some people say I'm an excellent mentor. It is if they have the attitude or the aptitude. Those are actually two different meanings, by the way. To be a good, you know, mentor. So if he's not taking the time to teach you or to let you learn, that's the sign of a bad mentor. But if he has 20 years, he probably has a lot of patience. So you probably do just fine. Manuel, I know what hola means. That's yes or hello. I don't know. No, yes is C. I don't know lick of Spanish. I could barely order me tacos. I mean, I could, if I want like 4 tacos, I have to go dos, boil, taco. That's about as good as my Spanish will get. And as you saw, I had to think about what was 2. Because I know uno, dos, tres, chicken. I wish I knew beef. Because I like beef more than chicken. But I can order chicken. I'll order a lot of chicken if I had to order everything in Spanish. And everything would be in tacos. Because I can say taco. Holy shit! I live in Texas. You would think I'd know Spanish. I don't know a lick of it. Well, uno, dos, tres, and boil chicken. sometimes old people can be set in their ways, but they could also be really, really chill and easygoing. So, you know, you never know. Jay, I don't have any videos talking about how to get your permit yet. I got my book on the truck. I've been saying I'm going to be doing videos for it. I just haven't. Hello, Joshua. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching. Damn, this video has gone on for 2 hours. But yeah, no, I will sit down and I will start trying to do those videos when I have some time. Lately, I just kind of been in a mode, I guess, mood. You know, between work and everything else, I just haven't been doing as many videos. Yeah, so. Yeah, the written test is really quite simple, guys. Just read the book, really. There's a few things in the book that I don't agree with that I think should be a little bit different. But like I said, I will sit down, I'll do the video, I'll break it down and all that kind of good stuff. I just haven't done it yet. I will. It's not really that difficult. It's a lot of just memorization on some stuff. It's not hard. Oh, I've actually heard about that CDL Prep app a few times. I might download it myself and check it out. I haven't used it, so I have no idea. I just went and I read the book, and I'll show you. My book's right here. That would be actually a really interesting live video to do. But for your commercial test, there's a chapter. It's all the way in the back of the book. You gotta read it. It talks about some of the stupid stuff like this tractor, like an actual tractor. You got to know how many lights it has to have. Even though you're not going to be driving that, you got to know it. Why? Government. I don't remember half the stuff that's in here, honestly. I mean, I remember a lot of it that I use a lot, but some of it, you know, like, what kind of fire extinguisher does a school bus need to have? I don't freaking remember. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been doing this video yet. I'm gonna have to read a chapter, then kind of like write out a script. Even though I don't like doing scripts, but kind of like make bullet points, so that way I know that I'm giving you guys factual information and not screwing you guys up. I just haven't started doing that yet. DJ DM, I agree. It is a commercial license, not a semi permit or semi license. But I mean, some of it, it's I don't know. You know, it's not something. Some of it I don't use or need to use. But you know, like you said, it's a commercial driver's license. So I guess if you're a farmer, which if you're in the state of Texas and you're a farm vehicle, you don't need to have a commercial license. If you're driving within a 100-mile radius of your farm, you just need a Class C license. So this book, a farmer doesn't even need to read it unless he wants to go 101 miles over his farm. But yeah. Yeah, but still, Biscuit, there's still some chapters in that book you have to read them anyway because it falls underneath the general knowledge test. And so you have to have a general knowledge of X, Y, Z. See, somebody just said general knowledge. Yeah. Those are just what REG said. Those are the chapters you definitely need to look for. Zachary, yes, you can ask for a different mentor. If your mentor is not teaching you or not doing what you can call and talk to your driver development person. Reach out to them and let them know kind of what's going on. But maybe before you do that, maybe sit down and talk to your mentor. Be like, hey, look, I need you to help me. This is what I need help. Sometimes talking with your mentor and being straight with them can help, but if it's not working, then yeah, get a different mentor. Yeah. So, oh, that felt good. So I had one student that was on my truck, Dopey Duck. They were on my truck, or he was on my truck, and I go to cracking my neck, and he's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm cracking my neck." He goes, "You can do that without like having all this stuff?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, you just gotta like stretch your neck out." I can crack my neck really good without even needing to use my hands or go to a chiropractor. I don't know how many of y'all can do that, but some people can, some people can't. Oh, I'm always grinding. Talking about grinding, I talked about it earlier in my video, but some people jumped out, some people jumped in. This year, last week I brought in like $2,700 gross. This week is probably going to be like 15. Next week's probably going to be like 15, give or take. I think this year around 90 to 95,000. So I'm a couple thousand short of where I want to be at. I really want to be at 6 digits this year. But with everything that did happen this year, between some students, that I had some issues with, and several truck issues, and me learning, I'm still getting better. From the beginning of the year to now, I've learned how to do a lot of things better, quicker, and faster, and how to be a better mentor. So, next year, I definitely should hit a much, much higher average. And along with my business plans, my YouTube channel, and everything else I got going on, I should be doing really well. Dopey Duck is doing fantastic. He's working at the Walmart account up in Johnstown, New York. He's been hitting a lot of docks, been making a lot of good money. Him and his family went on a vacation. His wife sent me some pictures. She's been really happy. He's getting the home time he needs and wants. They're making the money that they need, and they're doing really, really well. So, I definitely will say that's a very good success story. He's probably he's taking home more than $1,000 a week. I mean, I was just about to say what he was making, but you know what? I don't want to put out his information out there. He's told me off and on, because I like to ask my students, like, hey, how are you doing? Are you making the money you want to make? And if they say no, then I start asking them, okay, well, how are your miles looking? All right, what are you doing here? What are you doing this? How are you doing that? And I give some after mentoring, help, just to help get them where they want to be at. And, it's like a one-on-one help thing. So, yeah, I'm still live. But I don't know if I'm going to be live for that much longer. I got to get a little bit of sleep. Dopey Duck is driving for Walmart in Johnstown, New York. So he's doing New York, Maine, Pennsylvania, Virginia, that whole Northeast area. He's doing it for Walmart. He's not doing OTR. The student before him that stayed on my truck, frick, I had his name, but I forgot it. He's doing regional, and he's actually going to go OTR. He's kind of enjoying the OTR life versus the dedicated stuff. But most of my students go to Walmart. They really kind of like the setup that I got and the way I'm running things. But it is what it is. I thought about going back to OTR. I kind of like the open road. But at the same time, I really like my Walmart gig. You know, I make really good miles. I make good money. OTR versus dedicated, there's pros and cons both ways, y'all. It's not an easy answer. Anyway, I'm still over here at the IHOP, as you guys know, and I haven't drove anywhere. I've been talking for 2 hours straight. My voice is starting to get a little raspy. I wish I had some more lemon water. But I think at this point is where I'm going to call it a night. I gotta get a little bit of sleep. I'll be up at midnight. And I'll be driving all day tomorrow. I'll probably record some nighttime backing. Daytime stuff. And I'll get that edited. I'll get that uploaded for you guys. So, yeah. OTR team driving with Swift. I know quite a few team drivers that do it, and they love it. So, but it's not something I've done. I've been a team driver, but as a mentor. So I get the money from everybody. So that's, yeah. Biscuit, you don't have to go OTR. Again, I'll say talk to Veronica. Tell Veronica kind of what you're looking for, kind of what you want, and see what's available. You know, if you get on my truck, you definitely be Walmart and food trained, so that opens up a few doors there. But Veronica could let you know what is there, what isn't there, and all that kind of good stuff. So she can help you with that. Anyway, 19 of y'all have sat here and watched me for 2 hours and coming up on 10 minutes. I'd like to say thank you for watching. Please comment, like, rate, and subscribe. I know you guys all have been a subscriber, but for anyone that might be watching this video from beginning to end, I have to give you a lot of props to watch this whole video. And if you got to the end, thank you. Hope everybody had a good laugh. I hope I was able to answer everybody's questions. And see y'all on the next one. Well, Jason, I'm happy that you learned stuff from me. At least you know that there's some Swift drivers out here that are really smart. But yeah, good night, everybody. See ya. Pound that like. You know, if you guys like my content, hit that like button, like right here on the screen. Also, down below, I do have Patreon. If you want to give me a few bucks, I appreciate it. Don't have to, though. Thank you.